You're listening to Fantasia, the talk show. It's a YouTube exclusive. I'm with the cast and crew of Homewrecker, Zack Gayne, the director, co-screenwriter, and one of the actresses, Precious Chong. And we have also the producer of the movie, Tommy Chong, with us. Yeah. I didn't know that. I'm super nervous. Okay, that said. You directed it, you co-write it, and it's kind of a different take on the, how can I say this, the woman imprisonment kind of movie, but with a funny twist. It's a dark comedy. So how this all came about? Can you explain the genesis of the project?
Sure. Precious and I have been making funny sketches together for about 5 years on YouTube for Funny or Die and things like that.
And you edited my short film, Chinatown.
That's right. That's true.
He's an amazing editor.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we met actually doing, I do a film camp for kids, and he worked on it 1 week, and that's how we met. And then he edited Chinatown and basically saved my short film. And then we started working together.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and then
I'll
when she's like, oh, Zach's good at his job, she's like, maybe we can actually make things that I want to do, which is comedic stuff, because Precious is an amazing comedian in Toronto. Yeah. And and Tommy's been in a couple, and I've always thought that Precious was such a killer actor that I just knew one day I was going to get her in a feature film. Yeah. And
did you know when you met her that she could be scary?
Well, he did work with me.
Oh yeah, you intense?
With kids.
Okay.
No,
she's super relaxed. No, I mean, I just knew her chops. So no, I didn't necessarily see any Linda in her or anything like that, but I had total confidence that she could do the role, in her sleep. And she did way better than I assumed. Watching the monitors was so exciting. Watching her perform the character live was a thrill.
What I like about Linda, even though I don't want to reveal too much to the audience, but we find she has a past. And it's sketchy. We learn some bits of it. We don't know all the full picture at the end. But did you have a backstory in your mind for a timeline?
Not really, but I feel like Linda has been, she's partly there obviously I can imagine her life. Maybe she sells real estate, probably does a multi-level marketing. You know what I mean? Someone who just had the sort of similar upbringing to mine, same pop culture references, and just hasn't been able to sort of become an adult in the world in the way she thought. So that I guess is the idea of my backstory. Yeah. I don't know.
And I was very excited to make an elder Joan Crawford out of Precious.
Oh my God. I loved Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. That's my, this friend who's an actress, she's like, oh my God, you have your baby Joan Crawford, Betty Davis mashup. And I'm like, yes.
Totally.
So Tommy, when did you got into on board in this project?
Oh, when they needed some money.
That's basically it?
Dad.
That's not true, though.
No.
It's a good joke, though. It's kind of true. No, it's not. My mom, his wife, Shelby.
My wife, she's in charge of my life.
Okay.
And so when I give my kids anything they want. But they have to ask their mom.
Okay.
I should say, this is a really cheap film.
Yeah, so she's the first keeper. So actually, she should be here.
Yeah?
But because I'm more famous.
Yeah, we're just using him for his name.
Would you involve in any way in the creative process?
No.
You're the many man?
Not at all. No. Except
for his demented sense of humor.
I've always admired Precious. Since she was a little girl. She had to be on stage, She would, when she was the tiniest little girl, she would, we were in a park in Vancouver, BC one time, and they had an orchestra playing outside, and Precious had to walk up to the front. And the people, when they'd applaud for the orchestra, she would take a bow. It was her. She was always she always acting all her life. And then when my wife, Shelby, when she saw the rough cut and how horrible it was, she couldn't watch it. She was hiding her eyes. And
horrible.
It was horrible, horrible. And
she was like, I can't watch it. It's too scary, but I think it's going to be really good, so I'll invest some money. And then, so Zach and I, we kind of got the money together to make it, and then we just needed to finish it.
Yeah, just in the end.
Yeah. What I love about the movie also, it's not, well, except some part of it, but it's not a gory movie. It's pretty intense. There's a lot of tackling. Were anybody hurt during those fight scene.
Yeah.
There's so many of
Not
them.
hurt. We're really lucky.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'll let you go.
Well, I was simply going to say that in the Q&A on Friday, one thing I talked a lot about was that if there was one concern when we were making the film or like preparing to make the film, I was just like, just like nobody can get hurt.
Yeah.
Like all we have to do is just make sure, this is super indie, this is super unsupervised. So we got the woman who married Precious's ex-husband, Sarah Murphy Dyson,
We're good
was
friends.
our stunt coordinator.
Yeah, for real.
No,
Yeah,
she's awesome.
She's an actress and a dancer, and so she came on to help us with the stunts. So
Oh, wow,
she was
okay.
helpful with that.
Yeah.
But like the stair thing, we I don't know how we figured that out.
Well, she helped us like think about shooting things in like
to hide it.
yeah, and like taking one stunt, like say falling down the stairs, and how you can chop it up into 8 extremely safe bits that is risk-free.
What I like about the description, when you read the Fantasia description of the movie, it says basically it's the worst Canadian nightmare.
Yeah.
Because Canadians, like, they always apologize, they
Right.
can't say no.
Yeah.
That's like something that was in your mind while writing? Well, the two of you.
Not really, but we were in Canada, and we did write it in my house in Toronto. So obviously, it was part of like in our
Yeah,
culture.
DNA, yeah.
it's more organic than people are giving us credit for, or people are giving us too much credit.
that we made an idea about. Oh,
See? He's Canadian.
He's polite, you know?
People are giving us too much credit.
No, we were
That's
just
Canadian.
That's really
oh,
Canadian.
I know I'm great, but don't remind me.
no, we were just upstairs laughing about that. How everybody is making a total meal of the Canadian shackles.
of politeness.
But
It's great. It's good for.
But the fact is, we just like relate to that, and like I relate to Michelle as a Canadian. So yes, it's organic, and
you are a little like that.
yeah, I am a little like that. So
I just thought of that now. I just realized that he is. Yeah, you can be.
yeah,
like that.
I mean, well, for sure, that's
to
what
avoid like hurting people's feelings or confrontation.
exactly.
You know what it is?
What it is.
It's intelligence.
You think so?
I swear.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're rude, that's ignorant. That's ignorance. Because what you're doing, you're interrupting your life, and so you don't care about anybody else. Canadians are very intelligent now in that way.
Well, we'll take it, right?
Yeah, let's take
Okay,
it.
thank you very much. Thank you for coming also to the Fantasia. I hope you had a lot of fun.
I'm a Canadian.
You're a Canadian,
and
too.
so I
Vancouver.
get that.
That's right.
A lot.
I don't know why I thought you were American.
Oh no! Well, you've been in
They live
America for
there.
a long time.
I got deported out of America many times. Man.
Well,
I'm a true Canadian.
How many? We used to sneak across the border a lot.
Yeah, to work. Yeah.
Okay, we'll stop the interview then. I don't want to
Well,
put you in trouble.
that was before.
Well, thank you for coming, Zack
For sure.
Gayne
Thank
and Precious Chong and Tommy Chong on the show. Thanks for watching, guys.
Is that it?
I feel fantastic. It was such a thrill to just screen at Fantasia, and not an experience I get every day. So awesome. People were laughing, they were wincing at the right spots, and what a blast that was.